This is Jackie,
Hi, this is Diana.
and you're listening to Home Bodies Only, where we welcome all bodies to join us as we break down and dissect HBO series. And we are back with Somebody Somewhere, Season 2,
I got
Episode 1.
butterflies when I
I know, it was so good.
started, just like the intro music and the whole, I was like, I got all
Yeah. Mm.
brought me
Episode
right
1,
back.
yeah, right back. Episode 1 is called NNP. I believe Episode 1 of Season 1 was BFD.
Oh,
So I wonder
okay.
if she kind of did that on purpose, whoever did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea because I did call it Best for Diana because we were trying to look for a show.
Mm-hmm.
You liked it. Um, so we'll just start off by just doing like a quick recap of what has since apparently happened since we last saw them,
Right.
and then we'll go more into the details, I guess.
All right.
Her dad went on a boat trip basically with
Yeah.
his brother.
Yes.
Very interesting about that storyline. I wasn't sure what they were going to do because he passed
Mm-hmm.
away, the actor. Do you think he's going to pass away on this boat trip? Or he's just
I
going to be
wonder,
gone the whole
or he'll
season?
just, yeah. Maybe they just didn't want to write in another death, honestly,
Right, because her sister.
with their, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a lot with the mom storyline.
Mm,
But
yeah,
I do actually like the way that they wrote into this,
so do I.
wrote dad, living for the first time essentially. So I was into this
Yeah,
storyline, and
I.
it it and I know we'll talk about how we felt on certain things, but I grabbed you in the hallway today, and as this episode went on, it really
Hit home
I don't
for
know how
you,
to just it hit home for me, and I'll
right?
talk about why.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so he went away on this trip. It sounds like what are they doing with the,
Selling, or
I was
what are
so
they renting
confused.
out, leasing out the property, the
Oh, I think
farm?
they're leasing out the barn. Now it's clicking to me. I think
Yeah.
I watched it twice. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, they're renting out or leasing out, whatever they call it, the farm part of it. It sounded like
So the barn
the
and the
barn.
the land, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not the house. And then mom had a
No, maybe not.
stroke, and her
Right.
mom had a stroke. Excuse me.
So she's obviously in a rehab nursing home facility.
Yep.
That looked like
And
they really shot it at a nursing home
oh
rehab
yeah.
facility, by the way, like a legit.
I think they did. I mean, actually, I don't know.
Whew.
I could look into that. And Joel has moved in um, with
Rick.
Sam, and he is renting out his house as an
Yes.
Airbnb.
Yeah. Oh,
It was
that's
going well until
quite the
this
journey.
family or whoever came in, couple. Actually, it was an older couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get a little confused in the beginning because I was trying to figure out because she was cleaning out the barn and talking about the renters. So then I thought there was going to be renters. Those were her renters. So
Mhm.
also, why was the barn such a mess? Wasn't it nice and cleaned
Isn't
out
that at the end
at the
of
end
the
of?
season 1, where isn't that where they had, their last choir practice?
Yeah. Well, like yeah, they
I mean,
were,
did
or
they have
they talked
multiple
about it.
barns?
Didn't they talk? They That's where they brought like Fred Rococo.
Is is that the ginger mule, seltzer?
Yes, it is.
Isn't it delicious?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It's a good one, sorry.
it is a good one.
Side note,
It's okay.
it's a good one.
We're
Not that Boulder is
not sponsored
sponsoring us yet.
yet.
Um,
Yet.
it's a delicious,
Oh,
delicious
I'm so
choice.
into it. For a
Yeah.
while, yeah. Um, I think that Trisha is obviously. Oh, and the store closed down. Tender
Yeah.
moments.
So tender moments. I'm sorry, the
It's
name is
terrible.
just
It's
so,
terrible.
awful.
It's terrible.
And so, these stores, they're really, yeah, um,
Yeah.
fizzling out. Anyway,
Yeah.
and so, when she packs up the daughter with her,
Hmm.
and it's all the stuff from Tender
Yes.
Moments, basically.
Yeah.
And you could tell the daughter wants nothing to do with
Well, she
it.
says it even. She doesn't want the sign.
I mean,
Yeah.
you see people on social media, they're like, these are the things I would never use to decorate my house. It's literally like one of those signs that she
Mm-hmm.
had. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we gather
Dream.
here and we're a family, and
Live, laugh,
we're
love.
in it
Isn't that the
together.
big one?
Love. Oh my
Live,
God. I
laugh, love.
literally I literally
Do you have it? Do you have that sign?
a live, laugh, love
Right here?
that we've had since we got married. I don't know where it came from, and it needs to come down. I think it's in.
Where
Wait,
is
did I
it?
ever take it
Oh,
down?
I thought you could show it to us on the camera. That would be
I
funny.
can't. No, but I feel like
Oh,
it. Maybe it didn't come down yet, but it was like one of those things where like I forget it's there anymore,
right. I think it's
and I
in is
laugh.
it?
Maybe it's in my dining
Is it?
area.
Oh, I thought it was in your it's not in your stairwell like with the other pictures.
No, no, I have a
No.
bingo. Like I legit have like an old school bingo. Like the bingo boards with like the
Mhm.
one through. I have one of
Mhm.
those, and I absolutely love that
Yeah.
because it reminds me of being at bingo with my grandmother growing up. And
Aw.
like once I saw that I could buy this like antique bingo thing, I was like, oh, I
Mhm.
gotta put one there. Everybody laughs at it, and then I
Did
tell
I
them why I
notice
have
it?
it. It is cool. It's over our front door window because we have that big,
Oh,
like the big ceiling.
yeah. Maybe I
Oh my
didn't look up
gosh.
there because 'cause I'm short.
Yeah, maybe you've never seen it.
Seriously, I might not have. I
Um,
miss things apparently because 'cause I'm my height. I think that's it for all the characters. Oh, well, Fred had been on sabbatical in Wisconsin.
mhm.
Um, didn't he seem like Fred the way whose real name, well, at least name on Instagram is Murray Hill. Um, the way he delivers his lines, he looks like he made them up. Like, I don't there's something
Right.
about the way
Like
he
his
smiled. He's
improving.
like, yeah, he's like, she goes, "Why are you here?" He's like, "Your dad called me." Like, he looks like he's
Yeah.
like, "I don't know." He like made it up.
Remember
He's
that
like,
show, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Where they'd like give him like
oh my
a
gosh, I
plot
was
or something. Like,
addicted. Me and Dave
yes,
would watch that. I think it was on every night, like
it
repeat
is.
somewhere, and we
Oh, I'm
were
sure it is.
addicted to that show. Like addicted to it.
I feel like Colin, whatever his name is coming to UPAC or something in like the local. You might want to look that up. Or he's coming
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Somebody somewhere. Sure.
Yes, coming somewhere near here. Or at least I heard, maybe I heard a commercial or something. It was like so and so famous for Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh,
I was like,
I
oh my
love
gosh, I
that
remember being
show.
obsessed with that show with Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. That I couldn't
I
think of
used
his
to be
name.
in
Thank you.
stitches watching that
Yes,
show.
me like crying, especially if they brought
Yes.
an didn't they used to bring an
Oh,
audience person?
random people, yeah, or random celebrity like guests to like improv. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of when they, especially when they were in the house and in the house, like having their teeny weeny, whatever they call them,
Teeny
their martini, teeny weenies
tiny
or something, or
teenies? No, wait. Teeny
whatever they were.
tiny oh my god. Alright,
You
so I
know,
guess we'll start with the notes. I don't know. But overall, we give it an A plus, right? A
absolutely,
plus plus.
such a good
They're back
episode.
in business. I miss
Hmm.
them so
I did
much.
miss them.
As soon as like I was like, "Aw." Um oh, well, at the beginning they're showing like the scene of the like tender moments closed, and then they show some photos, and they did show I think one of the first photos was Sam and her dad, and I'm sure
Yeah,
they did that on purpose.
yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
and there's a photo of Trisha, and then her husband is like ripped out. He's on the other side.
Hmm.
I assume he was on the other side.
Yeah.
Um, Joel and Sam are getting their steps in, and they're walking in the park, and they're doing playing a game, Pound It or Pass, which I've never heard of. Oh,
Have you ever played this game?
mm-mm.
No.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that could be fun. I
Yeah.
love people watching though.
Yeah.
Maybe not
Yeah.
that game, but I love people watching, and I love to
Well,
like
making
how they
up
were like
stuff.
making up stories about the
That's
people. That's
fun. Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
My I would like go out like with my grandmother, let's say like in my college days or something, come back and like you take her out for like lunch or whatever. And she would people watch, but like she was so loud with her
Oh,
comments. Have we
that's my
talked about
mom.
this?
I feel like
Right?
we
And we're like,
did.
"No, grandma, like they can hear you.
Yeah,
They're
they
at
can
the
hear
booth
you.
right there."
Yep. Did
And
she
then
go, "They can't hear me," or did she say that or no? Yeah, no, my mom.
yeah.
We'd be in church because my mom is old. It was older. Like my mom's old enough to be
Sure.
your grandmother, or whatever. And
Right.
we'd be in church. She'd be like talking about somebody's outfit. I'm like, they can hear you. She's like,
She's in the
no,
next
they
pew.
can't. I'm like,
Come on,
why
Gloria.
wouldn't they be able to hear you?
I miss that. I miss
Yeah.
going out bingo. Oh my God, we go to the bingo, and my grandma always had like a spot to like
Mm,
where she, and
it was
if
her
you
spot.
took her and everybody
Ooh,
knew that it was her
yeah,
spot one
yeah.
time,
Uh-oh. Somebody new in
like
town
an
or something, or
unnamed person. Yeah, oh yeah, didn't know, and it was going down, and I was so embarrassed. I think I was of age to drink at that point, so I ducked
oh.
out. They had like
Excuse
these
me.
were at like in Buffalo, like they have them
Mhm.
like at these like Polish clubs or like these bingo halls that are like attached to bars,
Yeah.
with like these old like retired vets or whatever. I went over there and kicked back like a Sam Adams for a buck 25 while grandma like had
Duked
it
it
out
out
with
for her spot.
Lisa from Depew. All right.
Yeah, like, yeah,
Listen, if
no,
you know, you
no.
know,
Yeah,
for all those bingo people out there, you
I
know.
yeah,
Oh
not messing
man,
with
she used to,
with that.
and then she'd run her mouth. I'm like, Grandma, like, oh no, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Okay, I feel like we need an escort out of the bingo hall, Granny. We might need an escort tonight.
That's awesome. I love
Oh,
that.
anyway, the
Ah,
best.
so, Joel gave up Roger the dog, which I guess makes
Oh
sense, but I was sad. At first, I'm like,
yeah,
"Who's
and
Roger?" He was, like, looking for Ro I'm like, "Who the heck's Roger?" I couldn't
yeah,
remember the name of the dog. I know. He
I
checks
know.
on him.
I've been there.
I know. Oh, well,
Sucks. Well,
uh,
I don't think Roger bit his
no,
child in the face, but
no.
that's a whole nother podcast. Yeah, for crying out loud.
Yeah,
Poor Roger. I liked Roger a
I
lot.
did
Also,
too.
my brother's name is Roger,
I
and
know.
back the
Another
dog was named.
connection. I know, it's
Damn it.
great. It's too bad. Too bad he's not gonna stay a character this, season. Where am I here? Oh, and
Somehow
he
Doggy Doo made it into the episodes.
more doggy doodoo. Yeah. Papa, they call it. To like, I guess that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, we know because that one episode was called TT and Papa
Yeah, yeah,
last
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, he wants to do another lap, so he basically tells her that he loves her, so to make her do it.
He's so
Um,
cute.
my God, Dave's screaming.
Dave. Hi,
Seriously,
Dave.
does not do.
Again, you need an on-air light
Can
that
I
says
mute
on air.
myself for a second and yell at him? I can.
Sure, you go
I'm gonna
ahead.
mute
I'll take it
myself.
from here. Maybe I could go to commercial break from our sponsor. Um, I'm trying to think of I think they go to coffee. I don't
Sorry,
think
I'm
people
back.
hear
I
you.
didn't know
That's
what
fine.
you said.
I know. I
I didn't know what
from
you
a
said.
word from our sponsor. I think they went out for coffee after the park. Did they go out for lattes?
Um, uh,
Did I miss
I
that?
have no, no, no. I think they do, but I have that. She has to. I think. What the heck do I have here? I have going over list. I guess.
Oh, the to-do
Trisha
list
calls her
from.
maybe about the list.
Oh,
And we
yes.
find out that's when we find out Shannon is going away to school and
Yep.
that Joe is Airbnb. He wants to like bring in this friend Carla from yoga to hang out with them. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
NNP, no new people. Um,
Yeah.
they go to his house. That's when he
The
walks
doo-doo
into the house and apparently
literally walks
steps
into doo-doo.
into
Yeah.
shat. Donovan did that one time. It
Oh,
was I guess it
in
was
somebody's
this
house?
past summer. No, 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 this past summer in our house. Our dog, we think
Oh.
she was like had food allergies because
Mm,
and I never, like my last dog, I was feeding her probably the worst dog food ever and she lived to 15, so
right.
this one. So
Sounds special.
she
Like,
wasn't feeling obviously well and we didn't know, like we had just let her back out of the crate. We had just come home from somewhere and let her in the living room and
oh
like
my God.
didn't even catch her doing it or anything. And Don was like, like he froze and he was
Oh
probably
dear.
barefoot, which I guess is better
Oh no.
maybe, even though it's gross because it was
Yeah.
summer. And
Sure.
he's like, and I was just like, don't keep stepping like your foot. Oh yeah. It just, we've had a lot of cleanup stuff with that dog,
Oh
with
man.
this dog that we
Oh yeah.
I love my dog though.
Puppy.
Anyway, so
Puppy.
Donovan has experienced that.
Mm.
I'm glad they didn't like show anything.
Yeah, because if it gets on your shoes, it's a whole thing. You got to get the
Oh,
power washer out and bleach the bottom of the shoe, basically, to get in the.
oh, forget
For the
it. It's
barefoot,
so
at least you
hard.
could just go right in the tub and
Yeah,
let it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
spin.
At least that. I mean, it's
It is what it
disgusting. It's
is.
disgusting feeling,
It's gross.
obviously, but ooh. Thank God he didn't have socks. Well, we don't wear our shoes in the house actually, but good thing he didn't have like socks. I
Although
guess we
the
just would have
socks you
thrown
could
them
just
out.
throw out,
Yeah.
but
Well,
trying
too
to be
late.
green and
Whatever.
reduce, reuse, it's a whole
Right.
thing.
Right. um.
But I have to tell you, anything covered in puke or that, like it gets thrown in the garbage. I
Oh
can't
yeah.
wash, I
Yeah.
can't rinse.
Oh
It
no.
literally, I don't care
No.
what and how much it was. Like I can't.
No. There's
No,
just no way. You can never
it's
look
not.
at the
There's just no
same.
way.
And why work
Mm-mm.
so hard? No, sorry.
Gross. It's not
They
worth it.
go to so they go to the hardware store to get the cleaner, um,
Hmm.
blah, blah, blah. Oh, when next, Shannon, she packs Shannon up, and then Shannon's like, "Take a" oh, she takes a picture of her, and she's like, "Send it to dad."
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Who didn't show
Yeah,
up when she dropped him. What? Why wouldn't he show up when
correct.
his daughter gets dropped off to I mean,
He
I know
probably
he
got
was,
cut
like,
from the show,
doofy. You think so,
so they're
maybe?
just. Well, he's kind of doofy. No, I don't know. But she had like the legit
He
bowl
was a good
chair. Do you
actor, though.
remember?
Oh, I didn't see it. A
Yeah. Do you
bowl
remember the
chair?
bowl chair? Were they big in
Why didn't
college?
I
Because
notice
they
that?
were like everybody had a bowl chair in college,
What does it
and
look
you
like?
couldn't. Okay,
It's a
it's like the
bowl?
wicker chair. It's like a
Oh,
wicker base, and then you put
yeah.
the bowl on top of the wicker base.
She had one of those in the car?
In She
How did
had
I
the
not
bowl
notice
chair
it?
put.
Like,
Oh,
in the
I don't know,
trunk?
but I picked it up right away because I was like, okay, I remember that, and I remember falling out of the bowl chair constantly in college. Like you'd be sitting in the bowl chair and somebody come by and like if you went the wrong like you flipped over in this friggin' thing. I don't know. Pier 1 Imports probably had a lawsuit going every week about these bowl chair. I'm not kidding. Y'all, everybody had to have one. It was like the biggest thing since
But
sliced bread
everybody
in
no
my
one could
days.
sit in it, apparently.
And you couldn't sit the darn thing. And I remember my sister had one at her house. I'm like, how do you sit? I think I finally like
I
gave it to
miss
somebody,
this
left it at college in
trend.
like the house
Oh
on the
my god, that's
porch.
hysterical.
These things were not meant to sit in. I don't know what if it was like a show. I don't know who thought of
That
you
is
know what I'm
so
talking
funny.
about, right?
I know what you're talking
Okay,
about, I can picture it, but I don't remember no, I mean,
yeah.
obviously, a big thing when I was in college was the husbands. I don't know what you know what I'm talking about? It looks like a pillow, but it also has an armrest, but you just put it
Oh,
on a bed and you would lean back
yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
People had
Yes,
husbands
yes.
on their beds, I remember that.
Yeah, I love
They're
that.
called husbands, I don't know.
Yeah. My
Weird.
kids have those right now. That's like how they lounge on the floor if they're in the living room
Yeah,
together and they want to like
they're
hang because they
comfy.
have
I
the
feel
combination. Yeah, they're
it's cool they
cozy.
have them because I feel like I don't see them anymore.
Yeah, they used to make them. I
Do you
remember
have
back
them?
in the day, like they had pockets on the side so you could put the remote and the TV guide in them, I think.
Mm. They
They
were
were some
like
bougie
corduroy. I
ones.
remember there was a corduroy pattern
Yes.
one.
Oh, totally had one of those. But how did you walk? Like that's the one thing
Oh, I
about my
never
kids.
owned
Like
I
if you
don't think
had it
I owned
covered.
one. I don't remember owning
Oh
one.
yeah, we had
I just
one.
remember everybody
Mm.
had one. I don't know if I had
I
one
love that
though.
you called it a man or a boyfriend, whatever it was.
It's called a husband.
Husband?
I
Yeah, I
believe
didn't
it
know it
is
was
called
called
a
that.
husband for real. I don't know. We can Google it.
That's
Maybe they don't call
awesome.
it that anymore because that's kind of sexist. It's not PC. I'm sure
No,
that's
yeah,
canceled, but I swear it was called a husband.
that's great.
I
They
gotta
are
Google
great.
it at the end. Remind me. Because I hate
Oh
getting
my
off my
god.
notes because I'm like, I lose my place all the time.
Mm,
Um, okay. She goes to the
yes.
barn.
Oh.
She's cleaning it up. It looks terrible. This part was really
Mm,
good. She calls Joel. She's upset.
mm,
This whole part felt like she was mourning the loss of him. And
yes.
it it just felt like he
And
was
probably in
dead.
a way was. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I mean. It was so interesting. I mean, it was really good. She feels really, real weird being there with all this stuff. It's breaking her
Can
heart.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see yourself in like the because I wrote down in my notes about the reality of the scene and picturing and I hated that this happened for me, but like picturing cleaning out my parents' house.
Ooh,
Did you go to that place or no?
I
That
did not
I don't know what
because
it was about it, but I was
it
like
hit you.
immediately like mhm,
Mhm.
like fast forward to whenever that time is and like
Yeah.
and like leaning on like my sister, my brother, hopefully and
Ugh, yeah.
but,
I
oh.
I think I more was, like, really thinking about him actually really being
Mm,
dead, like, I just kept thinking
yeah.
about that, and I've gone there before, not from this episode.
It happened a couple times during this
Oh,
episode for me.
yeah. Um, I think what's well, the cleaning it out is different, but my parents are old, and they've been old for a very long,
Mhm.
big part of my
Mhm.
life, so I don't know. I guess I just don't let myself like,
Yeah.
for all you listeners out there, my mom just turned 88, my dad's 89, which I cannot and they're
Oh my
doing
gosh.
very
And they're great.
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, they live in their house. And
You wouldn't, yeah, but you wouldn't
no,
think. I mean, if you think about the way people age,
no, you would not.
um, no, there's no,
No.
especially your
So
parents.
I
I mean, your mom puts on a glove if she doesn't have her nails manicured.
yeah.
She won't go out of the house without her makeup on. I love it.
Yeah.
It's the best.
No,
So,
no. Um, but I think it's hard because I think almost your parents are probably closer to the age of those
yes,
parents. Maybe, I
grandparents.
don't know. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah,
a
my mom's
different
71. My dad's like in his late 60s. So,
yeah, and
yeah,
I
they're
think
younger, but
that's
yeah.
I know there can be still health problems, but, like, I don't know, and it's I don't know, it just didn't I guess
I
I
don't know if it
didn't
was
think
like
about
this
it.
plus the what were we watching also? Maybe it wasn't even a show we podcasted about where they were like, no, it was okay, I forget what I'm picturing where they are, but I think it was Firefly Lane, which we haven't podcasted about,
Oh,
and there's something else about cleaning when the dad died,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it's not fun to watch that.
it's not things that you want to think about, but it's
No,
reality.
but
And
it's reality.
I do feel
Yeah.
like you were right. Like I think she was mourning the loss of the
The
actor as
actor.
well. Hmm.
Yeah. Um, where am I here?
She's like, Joel, just stay with me.
I know, oh,
I need
that's
to
the
come
part.
home.
No, he's like, "Do you want me to come over? I can be there in
Right?
15 minutes." And she's like, "No, just sit with me for a minute." I have the tears
Yeah.
emoji.
Yeah.
Ah.
He was like, I can
Charity,
bring a shaker. Right?
I know. I know.
Mm.
He's so cute. I love their relationship.
It's the best.
I love it. Charity is a real estate agent, and she's selling the house right next door to Trisha. And
She's like on the sign.
did you yes, and did you see the sweater vest? Because I didn't really totally notice it till the second time around. It
Yeah.
was like a yellowish, but not exactly sweater vest with a blue shirt underneath. Like, it was absolutely terrible.
I-
So cheesy.
I-
Like,
it's something that they probably sold at that awful shop.
yeah.
I thought that Trisha was gonna legit drive through
Me
her
too.
car, like right through the garage.
I yes, me too. I was like,
Oh
"Don't
my
do
god,
it.
she's gonna
Don't
drive
do
through
it."
the house.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
gonna go drive through the
Yep.
entire house right now.
Yeah. Did you notice too that Trisha was wearing wedges to drop her daughter off at college? Like, move her daughter into her
Well,
like
she's really short too. It's
but
weird.
in real life, you could not
Yeah,
wear
no, it's gonna
wedge
be a sneaker
heels.
for me.
I mean, my
No.
mom's always like, "Wedges are comfortable." You know, like, my not that
Well,
my
not
mom
to
can
go up
wear
and down
that anymore,
stairs
but
and
that's
like
a
moving
yeah,
the
like,
furniture. Yeah.
think about moving your kid into college wearing wedges, like, no.
I'm gonna wear
You're wearing
stilettos,
pretty crappy
so
clothes usually, like what did you say?
I'm gonna wear stilettos to move my
Yeah,
children into their dorm. So
and you're just gonna sit there and direct everybody, actually.
so they're like, "You're gonna go here."
No, you couldn't do that. You'd
Yeah.
have to organize him. You'd
Yes,
have to
yeah, it's a whole
yeah,
thing.
no.
Everything will
You'd
be
be cleaning
labeled.
everything.
Be shut. Yeah, no, I want total control of everything.
Yeah, no. You would have your sneaks on. You would have your leggings, I don't know, whatever. Sweatband.
Totally. I already have the outfit in my head. I always pictured myself in
Actually
overalls though.
oh, I like that. Okay. Did not
Yeah.
picture you in that. I was picturing you more in, like, you're, like, wearing a baseball cap because 'cause you're serious,
Baseball cap and
down to
overalls
business.
and like some
Okay.
legit, like amazingly comfortable like Air Maxes.
Mhm.
Possibly a Birkenstock and then switch to the Air Max. I actually will
Depending
probably
if
have
it's
an
hot
outfit
out.
change.
So yeah, wardrobe change.
It's not about
Uh,
you, son. It's
that's
about
right.
how I feel and how I look right now for this moment. No, because I'll be like, I'll be like, remember that show, Modern Family? Like it felt
Yeah.
like it was like 30 years ago, 40 ago.
Yes. Yeah.
Remember when like what's his face goes and he becomes like a college student? Like I also
No,
think about
I
when
don't
they
think I saw that. I didn't see every episode. I did love that show. The
the
one
dad
guy
goes with what's her name to
oh,
like
shut up.
college
I
to
definitely didn't
like
see
a
it.
college
That dad,
tour.
after a while, I couldn't even look at him without laughing. Like, he is my one of my favorite characters on television, but I haven't watched every single episode. I didn't get that far. I should just watch that
Yeah.
because it's a really good show to just watch.
Yeah, it's funny.
Um, this is when Sam goes to visit her mom. She looks
Ugh.
terrible. She's in a wheelchair. Apparently, she started smoking.
Hmm.
And she was saying, like, "Your father burnt the house down." And then I thought maybe there was a fire or something, but it sounds like she
No.
just was saying that.
She's
Um,
also not all there right now.
You know what? I don't have the coffee part if you wanted to go into the coffee part when they go to get
No,
coffee.
I just
And the guy
just
thought they
talking
were
about the
married.
lattes in general. They thought they were married and it was cute, and they still didn't pay for their coffee, I
Oh,
don't think.
they didn't pay for their coffee. That was actually, I think that they started to stretch, and then I think that was when they
Mhm.
were going into his house and discovered the poop. So that was, like, right
Oh,
in the
yeah.
beginning. It's coming back to him, I
Yeah.
think, but, um,
They'll go
Trisha,
to Trisha's house for dinner.
yeah, she invites him over for casserole.
She's already
Why
hammered.
did I do this?
The
I
safe
have
word?
juicy.
We need a safe word.
Wait, did
Juicy, but we
why do I
need
have
a
juice?
safe
Was that
word.
their safe word? Oh, yeah, we do. We do need a safe word,
Yeah,
but
we do.
we can't say it on our pod we
Yeah.
can't say it right now because then
Yeah, we
people
gotta have one of those for sure. And it's gotta
we
be
definitely
good,
have
so
to have a
let's think
safe
on
word.
that.
You
Trisha
actually
Trisha likes a hefty pour on the wine. She's a big
yes,
pour.
yes,
That is not
'cause
of
that was a
the
big
correct
glass.
pour. I mean, unless you're serving up some like
Well, I
chili
think
from a
she
box.
was wanted them to
No,
stay,
I'm just kidding. Yes.
and she was I don't know if you just heard my loud husband. Is he standing by the door? He's like, "Hello."
He's
Um,
projecting it. He wants to come on as a guest.
he totally does.
So,
Um, what do I got? Oh, Trisha is upset about being divorced. Um, says maybe, oh, I forgot about this. She's like, maybe I
what?
cheated too. That she went to
Oh, that she
Coop's
went on
house
this.
on the last
Yes.
episode. I almost rewatched the last episode of the first season, but I was like, I don't need to. I
Mhm.
remember. Um, and he turned her down.
Yeah.
And then they did the pencil test of the boobs, and then well, actually no, and then it was Sam who
The
pulled out
dressing.
the salad dressing.
The dressing.
Well,
Hmm.
I'll be honest, I think I'm too small to hold anything. It's not that
Yeah.
I'm like saggy. I think
Right.
I think I'm too small. I don't know.
I mean, you got to put something to the test. I mean, what are we trying?
I
Toothpicks? What's going on? What are we?
think my husband can hold toothpicks.
Oh. Oh.
No, he doesn't have man boobs. I'm just saying, just that small. Anyway,
That
okay.
was so funny, though.
It was funny.
It was so funny. That was good.
It was good. Um, teeny teeny. Teeny teeny, that's what they called it. The
Teeny teeny.
martini. Teeny teeny. A teeny tea. So she was singing about it. She was singing about the teeny. See, I watch it with the captions on, and I kept thinking it
Hmm.
was 2 different words, but it's not. They just spelled
Hmm.
them it was teeny, like something that's small, and then teeny for martini, so
For
it
martini.
yeah. Um, Joel would like to go visit, I think, Sam's mom with her. He's like, "I could go with you." And she's like, "She's gonna be
Hmm.
terrible to him or whatever." Um, this is when Fred shows up. Her
Yeah.
dad had called him. Sam is in her undies, and apparently she needs some trimming, let's just say.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think
I
both of them
can't.
can see too much. What's going on?
Yeah. Now, do you rock just the underoos and a tee? Like, I can't do just
To bed?
walking around,
No.
just in general, even walking around the house. Well, I mean,
No.
kids are not, but like, I have to have
No.
something on. I love pajama pants.
Yeah,
Pajamas.
it's not
Pajama
like,
pants.
"Ooh, I'm just not
No,
that's not comfortable to
it's
me.
not like,
I
it's
need a
really not.
bottom. I need a bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that was
But
funny. Also funny, my son, speaking of bikini lines,
oh, no.
how about this morning? We're a baseball family, right? So we love
Yeah.
to watch the baseball. So in the morning, Devin likes to watch the highlights because he can't stay up to watch the whole like Yankee game, right?
Love
So
that.
we put on the
Devin is
highlights for him.
6, FYI, everybody, in
Yeah,
kindergarten, and he's already, like, a power
obsessed.
player but he's also
Yeah,
really,
he's
really good.
he's
Like,
on an 8U team and he's 6.
yeah,
He's playing.
unbelievable. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And he needs to
that's
catch those
besides the point.
highlights. Anyway, he's
Yeah.
got his
So
fantasy
he's got to catch. Yeah, he's got to
team
catch the
going.
highlights. He's learning all of the stances of the whatever.
Love it.
I look at I was like, I couldn't believe what was happening. I was like drinking my coffee and going into the kitchen,
Yeah.
and I look over, and in between the highlights, the ad that comes
Oh,
out
no. Oh,
is a
no.
woman's bikini line. It was a commercial for like a razor, and I'm not going to name
What?
what was for a baseball highlight reel.
In the
And it's
morning, too. Feels like
Mac's
that's
eyes were like so, and we're like, is this actually happening? I've never actually seen a commercial for where their like leg is up and they're showing the woman. razoring, like that's a word, like shaving her bikini line. And I'm like, look at Matt. And he looks at me and Devin's just like chomping on like, I don't, what am I watching? I don't even know. It's like not registering.
Yeah,
It's almost
yeah.
like, why don't we just have like an ED commercial too while we're at it and just cover all the bases
Yeah.
of,
Wow.
I was
I
like,
mean,
wow, we're
that
going there. It was the most graphic. I
really?
couldn't believe
What
it
the
was something
heck?
that
In
was
the
like, well, it's
morning?
on YouTube. I'm like, okay, yeah, but this is like the MLB app
Wait, you were watching
real. Like
Oh, so
he
what were you
likes
watching? You're
we
watching an app? What were you
so we were watching YouTube,
Okay, it
but
was
like you
YouTube.
go on YouTube to get the Yankee
So
highlights.
you wanna hear something funny. So
Yeah.
YouTube, whose account is it on YouTube? Is it yours?
It's on
It's
the
got
TV.
but it's gotta
I
be
don't think we
somebody's
log
account.
in. Oh, okay. Maybe it is
I
then.
would
I
think
don't
it's
know.
find out if it's somebody's account. Well, whoever, because my account is what Donovan watches, and
Okay.
there'll be, like, things for menopause. I'm like, "Hello?" And then, like, alcohol, like, they'll be like, "Hard
Yeah.
liquor," like, and, like, women issues. I have not that has not popped up, though, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
sure.
telling you, if this comes up,
But
because
that's what I'm
now we're
saying.
talking
It's
about it,
tied
so it's
to
probably gonna come up on our phone too,
Oh,
because that's
totally,
listening
totally.
to us.
Because the ads are tied to whoever the account
Okay.
is attached to. So maybe if it's not like somebody's YouTube account, maybe through whosever name is on the streamings. I mean,
Yeah, maybe.
but it's
But you would think
probably
for
Matt, isn't it? Or is it
baseball,
you?
couldn't it be sunflower seeds? I don't
Oh,
know,
it
a
doesn't matter.
beer? I like
Donovan watches
anything.
like kids' cartoons, and I'm not kidding. The next commercial will be like, "Are you feeling like you're menopausal?" I'm not kidding. I'm like I get it's my account, but he's watching cartoons. Like,
Yeah.
what? I'm shaking this whole
Yeah.
thing. That's
Anyway,
funny. Okay. That's a good one. Yeah, find out who if there's
I'm
you know
gonna
what?
see
It
what's
can't
good.
be your
Yeah.
YouTube account because you didn't even know. I
I
mean, you know what I mean?
didn't
So it's
even have
definitely
one
not.
either
Yeah,
until
I know.
just yesterday.
So recently. Um what happens? Oh yeah, he shows up. Fred, and he had been in Wisconsin, some kind of
Mhm.
sabbatical, which sounds
Yeah.
and Fred just makes me laugh because he just looks like he is lying. He just looks like he's like,
Yeah.
"This is so much fun." He almost looks like he's like, "I'm on this show. It's great." I don't
I
I don't know
love
what it is.
the character.
Yeah. Um, what else? Oh, but he came off sabbatical, I think kind of for them. He also said he was
Yeah.
bored or something or lonely. I don't
And he
remember,
was
but
gonna finish his studies
yeah,
here,
there or
whatever.
whatever he was
Yeah.
doing. Then they have a dance party,
Oh,
which I liked. Joel then
love.
texts her from the living room, which was awesome. And Joel gets very upset because he got 2 stars from the dog
Yep.
poopy people.
Mhm.
Okay, so the final song, this is another good thing
Yes.
about closed captions. I really liked it. It had that
Mhm.
a little bit in the beginning feel of like I think like a Bee Gees. Doo, 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 doo. Oh no, no, no. No, that's not true. It's the keyboard sound, and it sounded a little bit like like almost something from the 70s. It's called
Okay.
Ungodly Hour. It's by Chloe. Now it's Chloe X and then Haley, but the X could be mean like times Haley. I'm
Oh.
not sure exactly. So I looked this up, and if this is really how so I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong. It's spelled okay, her first name is Hall, and then it's Bailey. So is it Haley Bailey? Which sounds really dopey. I don't know. Maybe it is.
Hmm.
She is the new Little Mermaid. Have you seen the previews for that? It's
Oh,
people.
no.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Yes.
Because it's
No,
people.
but I've heard of it. Okay,
Okay.
yes.
So she's
Yes.
the God. Okay.
Oh,
She
that's cool.
and her sister, Chloe,
Mhm.
have an album. It's from one of their albums, and they were signed with like Beyonce signed them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Do you hear that?
It really adds authenticity
That's
to
true.
what we do right here.
That's true. Usually he comes home and he basically falls asleep. Sorry. On the couch. Not tonight.
He's living
She's
it
like,
up
"You're
tonight.
recording?" Okay. So I just thought that was an interesting tidbit, but I wanna, like, listen to the song again. I really liked it. It was very smooth. I don't
Yeah.
know if you remember it,
Mhm.
but
Yep.
yeah. Uh, that's all I got. My hair is looking crazy. It's wet.
The only Oh, I got just got out of the shower too. I mean, I was like,
It
wow, we're
it's,
really
like,
poofing it
falling in
out
my
here.
face. I'm not
Yeah.
actually trying to look sexy. It's I think I do look
Yeah.
sexy, but it's going away.
So hot.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, the only other thing
Um,
I wrote was like when she was talking about her mom and she was just like, she does whatever the F she wants. And I was like, wow, that's my mom.
mm,
That's literally her like line. Like,
yeah,
I did it my way. That's my
yeah,
mother.
mm,
Um, you could give her
yeah,
any advice, you could tell her, guide her, and she's just going to do what she wants.
yeah. Does she ask ever for advice?
No, not
Yeah.
unless we're like buying something on Amazon. Like, no, but like, you know, she'll like start like a story about something or tell you something and be like, oh, well, this is what I like. This is what you should do. And
No,
it's no,
no, yeah,
she's got her opinion and you can't change it.
mm,
That's it. Yeah, she's very
stubborn.
it's all good. But yeah, that's what you love about her.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If anybody's gonna tell you to stick it or I don't know, stand up for what you believe in, don't
Yeah.
be persuaded. That would be her.
There you go.
Yeah. So there you
There
go.
you go. All right.
Um Great. I can't wait. When is the next episode? Next week? Like
Next
they're doing once
Sunday.
a week, right? I
Yeah,
love this.
like a show.
Because I
I
can't keep
know.
up with
So,
this.
yeah, and it's 10:30, not 11. It said 11 when I had Googled it, and
All right.
then
Well, I can't stay
I
up
know
till
it's still
11.
late. It's too late for a Sunday night for school time. I
So
mean,
yeah.
it's for school year still.
That's all right. We'll watch it on Monday and hopefully
Yeah,
every Tuesday if it works
yeah,
out, you know.
yeah,
I love that.
yeah. So,
So
I think,
love to hear from you.
yeah, if you haven't listened to us since the last Somebody Somewhere, since we did the first season of Somebody
Hmm.
Somewhere, we are on Instagram because I don't think we were on Instagram.
We're back on
I mean,
Instagram.
yeah. So homebodies only underscore pod
That's right.
underscore. So annoying.
You can find us on our website and then all the links to the podcast and YouTube are
Yeah.
on there.
YouTube. We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right.
TikTok. You don't stop.
That's right.
We're all over the place.
Yeah.
So
All
thanks for
right.
hanging with us. See you
Yeah.
next time.
Bye.